Hi, Tim here from the World of Sleuths. I'm here to do the County Reader tag. I was tagged by Paperback Junkie the other day to do it. I meant to do it on Tuesday, but my health problems have started acting up, and they got bad enough that on Wednesday I ended up being in the emergency room for 5 hours. Doing better right now anyway. But with that said, I'll get started with the questions. First question. Have you ever re-gifted a book that you've been given? I probably have, because in some of the groups I'm in, like I also am a vinyl collector, and people will send me albums that I already have, and like they'll say, okay, if you've already have it, go ahead and give it to somebody else that you know would want it, and I've done that. Well, it's sort of the same way with books, or if somebody might send me a book after they've read it, and after I've read it, the person will say that gave it to me would say it's okay if I give it to somebody else, and I've done that in the past. Question 2. Have you ever read a book that have said you read a book when you haven't? Not intentionally. There are times where I've said that I've read a book and I thought I had, but then when I go to reread that book, I'll discover, hey, I don't recognize anything in here, so I guess I hadn't read it. Have you ever borrowed a book and not returned it? Yeah, as a matter of fact, let me grab a book behind me here. It's one that I borrowed from my son over a year ago. I haven't returned it yet to him. Of course, I still haven't read it yet. But he knows I have it. He was living with us for a while there. He got a job here in town. He works up in Minnesota now, but he knows I like books on World War II and stuff, and the book is Flags of Our Fathers. Yes, a movie was based on it that Clint Eastwood directed, and I know it's at least about Iwo Jima, if not more, of the Pacific War during World War II. But I look at it this way: it pays back for all the books he's borrowed from me that I've never seen since. But he knows I have it, and he knows he'll get it back from me eventually. Okay. Next question. Have you ever read a series out of order? Most definitely have. Part of it is, okay, I tried getting books to read, like, and I'll get some like at thrift stores or like half-price books outlet and stuff like that, and I'll get some that are in a series, but they don't have all of them in this series, but I want to read them. Like, somebody even said something to me like 4 or 5 months back when I was reading a CSI book, and somebody commented that I did read it, wasn't reading it in order. I said, well, that depends on the books that I have at the time and stuff, and sort of like Steve Donahue says, with the merit of the book, it is if it can be read as a standalone, and I agree with that. The next question: have you ever spoiled a book for someone? Hopefully, I haven't. My reviews that I write in my blog are spoiler-free reviews, because I'm trying to get people to read the mic. I'll even leave links where they can download or purchase a book. Okay, next one. Have you ever dog-eared a book? Oh, definitely. When I was, I don't do it anymore, but when I was in elementary school back in the 60s, teachers knew that we'd probably lose bookmarks pretty quick, and so they taught us the art of dog-earing a book. Next question. Have you ever told someone you don't own a book when you do? Oh yeah, I've done that. I've even done it to myself because trying to remember whether I had a book or not. I have like 3 books right now that when I got home with them, I found out I already had that book. Okay, next one is, have you ever skipped a chapter or a section of a book? The only book I do that in is reading, like when I read the Bible, or like in looking something up in like a textbook. And the last question, have you ever badmouthed a book you actually liked? No, I haven't actually badmouthed it, but in my blog, in my review, I'll put what I did not like about the book. Something that I think could be improved on to make the book better and stuff like that. That was the last question. Or tagging, I don't really know who's done this or haven't. So if you've seen this video and you decide you want to do it, consider yourself tagged. That's all I have for this time, so until next time, take it easy and keep on reading.